so all right, we're ready to get going. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the markets across the board. Got 20 minutes to go before open. So the story is, okay, this retrace back up into here. This has basically hit that midline of the channel. Okay, if you were up late, what is it? 2 o'clock in the morning, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. That was a sell up in there. Most of us were probably asleep by then. All right, so, and it did do some range bouncing between 900 and 800 all day. Okay, we've dipped below now. We're at the 618 of this up move. If we take this up move here, okay, that's the 618. So that's buying there. That looks like it's creating a double bottom, but we'll see whether it breaks or not and wants to go further. Nick has mentioned in the room as well that this thing wants to go, want to go down to 500, 400, 14.4, 14.5, something like that. I don't disagree with him. 14.500 seems reasonable. I don't think this trend is over. If we look at the DXY, let's just move across onto SRX just quickly. This DXY. Let me just, what's going on? Okay, so that's that. Let's go over to the DXY, still heading up. Let's just go over to the 4 hour on it. Still punching to the upside. What is happening here? Why is this locked? Sorry guys, something's gone haywire. Let me just get rid of this. That's good. Give me 1 sec. That's the German. Why is that locked? Can anybody help me with that? Yeah, there we go. Got it. It's all right. Got it. All right. Where am I? DXY. Look, still pumping, man. All right. So next stop on DXY will be up in here, in this SR zone up in here. So it has pulled back a little bit. This is the same story. You work so hard to get into one direction, it doesn't just come all the way straight back. So we're back on the upside on DXY, which means that all Aussie US, we're probably going to be looking at 82 now. There's still, yesterday I thought, well, okay, we've come back up to 64. It might pull back to this SR and then keep going to 64.50 or 65. But woke up this morning and it's back down here. So coming back into 62, I'll definitely be buying it at 62. The Oz New Zealand, we took profit out of Oz New Zealand this morning. If you're following us on SRX, okay, I can't see why this won't continue now. CAD yen, I've actually exited that at a loss, small loss of about 170 bucks or something like that. So I'm actually exited that because I wanted that just to keep going. All right. But I've been watching the the dollar yen, and this thing's busted straight past 150. So we're on for 151. I'm now going to be looking for, this is my next sell point up in here. I will definitely be selling it up in this 51.50, 52 level. Okay, so that's a definite sell up in there if we get there, and that looks good to be getting there. So all of the The Japanese BOJ, their ears are pricked up right now. Okay, so the other one that we were in was just hold on one sec. Let me just remind myself. CJEC. I came out of that at break even as well. EC, where's EC? Here we go. EC. Okay. I got a little bit of short out of that, but this morning I just came out of a break even and didn't really move anywhere. Okay. But if we look at, let's just go back to the dollar CAD story. The dollar CAD, the DXY story, or the US dollar story. CAD's up, dollar yen's up, dollar Swiss has started moving up. So this is down, okay? Sterling will be down, Euro should be down, yep, okay? So it's all looking for double bottoms now, okay? So our next SRs are, down in these zones. So start looking at buying around about the 450 levels if you're going for swings, okay? So it just wants to keep pushing it because that there was a V-shaped reversal and that's a continuation of it, all right, so next stop so we know what's going on swings. We've got plenty of time for them. Let's go back and let's talk about DAX. DAX it's pretty not easy to trade it right now. All day we've just been going sideways. It looks like it still wants to continue to the downside. But anyway, let's just play it as it comes based on our trading systems. Okay, you can see here this Lorentz regression, just up, down, up, down. It's been all over the VWAP, the daily VWAP all day. So there's really nothing, unless we break out of this zone or this zone. Okay, now this zone here, this one here, is the 618 of the whole up move. Okay, so we may see something going back to 800 first, but if it doesn't start moving in a clear direction, I'm not really going to do anything until this thing stops being spaghetti. Okay, right now it's buy the bottom, sell the tops, but that's a wider time frame double bottom in there. So but we're coming off this center line, the center channel line. Okay, so let me just extend that one out. Textile. Right. Okay. So so there's the center line. So popped off that. So that was a nice sell in there if you were up, but we weren't up. All right. Okay, so let's just hold tight and wait, I guess. Any questions? Anybody disagree with me?
Nah, not at all at the moment, Richard.
Okay, mate.
All sounds good.
Okay, so we got 618 and 800 around there, so that'll be a sell, that's for sure. We've got this low in here from yesterday, so that was why this didn't go any further than that. That was a good sell in there. So anyway, let's just wait and see what happens. All right, I'll just pause for a minute. Yeah, this Lorentz regression has just been going up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is when it's, it doesn't work for you. It's pretty ugly. But in saying that as well, when we did have volatility, it didn't really come back. I mean, it came back to touch it there. It did it later in the day when it slowed down, but this was just up, down, up. So unless you're running the cross of it, I mean, this would have been a good trade because you got bearish engulfing, so you may have just walked straight into it there. But I was already asleep. I was dog tired yesterday, so I was probably asleep at 10:30. So I placed those SRX trades and then I went to bed. Wasn't feeling. My wife's actually got COVID at the moment, so I'm on the precipice of getting it myself. So we'll see whether I get it in the next couple of days. Yeah, bugger. Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers that I don't get it because I don't need that foggy brain thing that goes with it. Do you, Tim? Have you got the foggy brain thing? Yeah. Is it like? Okay, so you're on demo because you don't want to risk real money on because you've got brain fog. Is that right? Yikes, that's pretty bad, man. What does the fog do? Just what, you can't concentrate or you can't think, or what's that mean? Okay, bit of both. Okay, doesn't sound good. All right, 7 minutes. I'm gonna let this one play out.
The Nasdaq got hammered yesterday.
Did it? I'm not surprised. Looking at our FinViz. Let's go to FinViz. Yeah, that's pretty. Microsoft was up, but everything else most of the tech stuff. Semiconductors, 4.32%. That's pretty big in a day. Amazon, 5.5% in a day. Pretty brutal.
Yeah, the whole thing was down 4.5%.
Wow. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's go for the last week. Let's go last month. Flat. 3 months. Okay, last 6 months. Yep. Longer the performance, the better it looks. Look, Amazon's just, in 1 year, it really hasn't gone anywhere. Look at this one, PFE. Pfizer down 40%. It's crazy. Look at this, GE, General Electric, plus 70. Massive. Anyway, daily performance there. Yesterday was all red. looking at the calendar, we've got, where are we? We've got ECB rates tonight. So BOE rates yesterday. Everybody follow the BOE. No movement there, so it's not a biggie. Fed Powell spoke as well this morning. ECB at 11:15 tonight. Hopefully some of us are still up and doing it. So ECB is rate decision is on tonight. Let's go back one more step. Yep, ECB. And then over to some US. Will all probably be done by then. And then it's nothing until Friday 11:30 is PCE index, which is just a kind of a form of inflation. Right, well, we'll keep. There's really not much else except for this ECB, but I'm not expecting too much out of this. It's not usually that reactive. Yeah, maybe another unchanged. Okay, what do we got? 20 seconds. Let's just let this thing do its job. Let it open up. Let's see what happens. There we go. Well, big move. Big pop to start with. May want to go shorter now. Does look short. Yeah, it's going to run short. So I was finishing off this midline, so I reckon we're back on for the down further, back into here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who have we got in the room? Pete. Whack. Very good to see. So we got 700. We got 700 handle there. What was that?
I was going to say, I don't mind the idea of reselling the retest of that SR at like 740.
Yep. Well, I'm short on this already. Okay. I have come in pretty late though. I have come in pretty late. I'm looking for just in front of the 700. We'll see whether it gets us. Yep, so I've just got that. It's only a little small grab. So that's 700 handles in the way, but this looks pretty bearish, guys. This is fucking aggressive. Okay. So, where am I? 15 to 5. So it was only 10 points I got out of that. So the first one was 10. Whoops. Plus 10. But yeah, that's pretty aggressive to the downside. Why have I got that there? What's that doing there? Yeah, so that's just blasted straight through 700. Yeah, I reckon we're going to come back to 600. Yeah, that's really aggressive, guys. Really aggressive. That's a good 40 odd points straight up. So that double bottom is just absolutely rubbish now. Anyone go short? I came in really late. I'll tell you where I came in. Came in about here. So fucking late as. Because I hesitated. That's one of these things that I'm talking about, Pete. You know, this knife edge trading, right? I hesitated.
Yeah.
I hesitated, and I should never have done that because I would never have done that before.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
I knew it, but I hesitated. So it's just the psychology just fucking astounds me. You know, going, and this is for you, Timsy, right? This could be going on for you as well. Is that, you know, when you're on demo, and this is what you guys are like this, you know, most of you guys are all on demo, right? So you don't care. Or just click away. It gives a shit whether it wins or loses, right? Because your balls are not on the line. But when as soon as it turns to real money, right, or large amounts of money or somebody else's money or whatever it may be, then that hesitation takes precedence. Yep. It takes precedence over intuition and free-flowing behavior. And it's just exactly the same as, you know, when people get stage fright and they forget all the lines of their, you know, when they're in a play or when they're on a golf course they've hit 2,000 balls and they can't do it. They screw up only because the spotlight's on them. But they can do it every other day when they're on the fairway or the putting green on their own or the driving range or whatever it is. So this is something that, you know, I encourage everybody to really think about. Because demo's all good, but when it turns into real money or large amounts of money or money for somebody else or whatever it is, it's the difference between which one takes a higher ranking. Is it your intuition and, you know, just careless? Well, I don't want to say carelessness. That's the wrong word. I really got to find the right words for this, because hopefully you watched that video I put up the other day about being an expert in 10,000 hours, etc. Right? Is there going to be have you got enough experience to recognize the pattern and act upon it with enough conviction that it's just natural and free flowing, right? With no inhibition at all? Or do you have the when the spotlight's on you, you clam up a little bit, and that intuition it takes second ranking to being a little bit more conservative because you know the spotlight's on you. It's a fascinating concept, and most of you probably have never thought of that before. probably. Tell me if you have. Have you ever thought of that before? Put it in the chat, yes or no. Just yay or nay. Yes, you have. Good. It's like playing high-level sports. Yeah, good. It's really stopping at this 786 now, isn't it? So instead of coming in about there, I should have come in about there, which is 31 to 16. So it's 15. I would have got another 15 points out of it. Yeah, correct. 100%, Timsy. This thing really wants to go short, doesn't it? I'm going to wait for this to come up and touch the regression line again. That's my plan. It does. I mean, this 600, it's going to, mate, by the end of tonight, it's going to be 600 for sure. Off she goes. Out of the blocks like lightning, eh? Well, that's from the 700 mark. Did anybody take the sell on the retrace to 700? I mean, that was a good trade there, just in here. So that was another 30 points at least in there, mate. Yeah, the only thing I'd, Pete, just to do with your ES post that you've just put in swing here, right?
Yeah.
You've
Great
got
train.
SR there. There's no doubt about it, right? We're at the bottom of the channel.
Yeah.
Not bad, right? I just want to just remember what type of environment we're in at the moment. Okay. Is that H4 on there?
That's H4, I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're taking a long-term swing, it's worth the punt, I guess.
Yeah. You know, like a 4, you know, you wouldn't have a 10-point stop, you'd probably have like a 40-point stop on it.
Yeah. I'm not, I don't really want, I'm not a fan of, well, okay, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of, but I haven't studied doing this SRX on ES or other indexes.
Yeah.
It's really just really, it's SRX, X meaning crosses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so crosses, we can walk ourselves into majors, but indexes, I'm sure it would work, but I haven't been staring at it. Okay, so I'm not going to comment on it. Yeah, whether it's good or not, because I'm not comfortable with the behavior of it.
Yeah.
Or hang on, I shouldn't say I'm not
like
comfortable with. I'm not. It's not that I'm not comfortable with the behavior of it. I don't know the behavior of it for that particular system. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you could prove me wrong. Would love that. This is exactly what I want you guys to do. Who else spoke just then?
Might have been me.
It was? Okay. Yeah, there's 15-minute candles closing down. So any retracements, I'll continue selling them. I'm talking about bigger. I'm talking about bigger retracements.
Yeah.
So let me get rid of this. And does anybody go short, guys? Anybody short? Anybody take a trade yet?
No, nothing yet.
Nothing. So what made you hesitate on this bearish aggression to the downside?
Me?
Yeah. Why didn't you take anything? Huh?
Because it's not in my not in my trading plan yet. Something like that.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, that'd be my main reason. I think I really haven't back tested enough at all.
No open pops. One thing that was good, I guess, food for thought. Yesterday's open was pretty average. It kind of just went down, up, down, kind of thing. It was kind of all over the place. When you get a really shit day, let's say this is Wednesday, it was really pretty shit. It was just going piano keys all over the place. You can pretty much guarantee the next day is going to be a complete opposite.
Okay.
All right. The problem is sometimes, and this is what I thought when I was younger, right, is that, it's been really bad today, so tomorrow's going to be the same.
Yeah.
You can't, mate. It's completely different. If not the opposite.
I'll write that one down.
Yeah, write that one down. Right? Never think that one day is going to continue into the next, ever. Never think 1 week will be like the week previous. It's usually the opposite.
Are you still looking for a pullback into the
I'm looking for a pullback, but I'm waiting for the regression to catch up, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, this handle's still a sell. It's not bad. The VWAP's coming down. The regression's coming with it. So let's just wait until all of this shit comes down. Unless it makes a pretty clear reversal. This could be the bottom, though, as well. So just take note of that. It might just, be, okay, there's the run. All of these sellers are now taking profit. Yep. And then it could just start working its way back up. So just be careful about that. So really the sell was kind of at the end of that candle, somewhere in here, 25. So I guess I came in about 10 points too late. Anyway, still got 10 points out of it. But I missed out on, what was it here? Let's call it 40, let's call it 40. It could have been a 40-pointer.
If you didn't hesitate, where did you want to get in at?
Here, I just said it, just there.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, instead I came in here. So that's the difference between 29, which is 30, and 15, 16, which is 15-point difference.
Yeah, so with that opening pop, you're just anticipating that momentum to keep pushing?
Yeah.
Where would have you had your stop, Richard?
A good question, because when I entered, I didn't have a stop, and I was already out without the stop, I guess.
Yeah.
So where was it? 15. So I just took another 10 points out from the handle just then. Okay, guys.
Nice one.
Okay, so I'm up 20. Oh, whoops! I've got it around the wrong way. Let me just do this. So where was I? Came in at 15, which is just way too late. So there. I had the target at 700, or just in front of 700, which was 10 points. But I just didn't even have time to put the stop in. Put the target in first. Which, theoretically, right, or rule-based, you should put your stop in first and then your target in second, right? Because if it does do a big run, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's just hard.
Well, when it's moving that quickly, you kind of I just had my finger on the manual exit button, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so I've just taken another 10 out of that. So I came in. Let me just give you the exact number. 91. So it's 91 on here. What's the price difference? It's 5 points. So 91, which is 96. I came in at 96. Out at 80, which will be 85. 85. So 2 scalps, 10 points each. Well, let's just call it 10 points. It's actually 11, but let's call it 10. Yeah, this thing's going to go back up. Just be careful of selling this VWAP, okay? Because this could be this 786 could be just the low, all right? Okay, FT VWAP FT50. This looks like a head and shoulders, okay? Lads, all see it? There's your HS. We may be heading back up into the daily VWAP if you're ballsy enough to buy it. But I'll be selling it up here at the VWAP, that's for sure. I'll actually put a limit order in there right now because we've got the underside of this SR in here, all this SR, VWAP, and the number 1 of this 100 of this HNS. Mind you, I could be wrong on this anchored VWAP. I could be very wrong. I could be right. Who knows? 50-50. Went long at 80. Excellent choice. What was your reasoning there, Annie? Went short. Okay, Timsy went short at 94. Looking for 70 and didn't quite get it. Yeah, just nicked. Didn't quite get that. So you're long at 80. Okay, nice. Okay, overshadowed. Oh, you mean like a bullish engulfing? Fair enough. No, we don't use 35 EMA. We use the standard EMA. Oh, sorry, we don't use EMA at all. We use SMAs. And our SMAs are based on the 200 period SMA because that is the most common SMA that's ever used. It's been used by everybody on the planet. And we use the derivatives of it. So it's the 100 period, 50 period SMAs. And then these larger ones is 1,000 and the 500, which translate from the 1 minute chart to the 5 minute chart because it's multiples all the way up. Okay, 5, 15, half, 1 hour, 4 hour. They all support each other. So, for example, the 1,000 SMA on the 1 minute chart represents the 5 minute 200 period moving average. Anyone take the anchored VWAP?
I did.
Okay, well, we've got Timsy. That's our anchored VWAP that did that for us, so they might be in sync. Pete, what did you do?
I took the anchored VWAP.
Good job. How much did you take out of that?
I'm still in it.
Okay, well, it could be over, right? Because this might be, just remember, don't get too greedy. Yep.
Yeah, because we got that.
We're here to take, that was 25 points already, man. Yep. Remember, if you're looking for 5R or something huge, right, you have to sustain not having a high win-loss ratio. And you've got to be able to be there to take all of them. If you take a smaller grab, like even we can still have a high, like if we go in here, that's 25 points, and then we have a 12-point stop, that's still 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're here to make money, mate, not just to try and be a hero and get these massive moves. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so just see, I've taken 2 10-pointers. I'm up 20 points already.
Yeah, and I'm up nothing.
You're up 0. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Wider time frame, you're at the 786 on this 4 hour, right? We're still coming out of this massive run in here. Okay. Not saying that it can't come down into here, into there, but you know, if we're trading 1 minute time frame, we're scalping, man. We are scalping this. Now, I'm not saying get rid of this already, right? I'm not saying it. I'm just saying to think about it, okay?
Yeah.
Because if we go over to 5 minute now and we put Lorentz on there, Lorentz is telling us to sell it. See? That's a retest of the upper trend. So you could be right here, mate. All right? But food for thought. Okay, pal?
Yeah.
You should. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but think about break even pretty soon. Because if you're in there at what, 15? You're in at 15?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you know, stop here at 20, at least 20. So you're only got a 5-point stop on it for a potential of this running, you know, at least to the bottom here, maybe.
Yeah.
Which it now looks like it might want to do it. Okay. If this breaks this little trend line in here, this little guy, right? If it breaks that, then you're on for the at least for the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Just things to think about. But like we've said in the past, is once you've committed, commit.
Yeah, commit to that idea.
Commit. Yeah, absolutely commit. It's about, you know, trying to get the best entry, a target which you're comfortable with, and then always just reduce your stop. Because if I get three 5-point stops in a row, and then I get a 20-pointer or a 40-pointer, right? So that's 15 minus 40, you know, it's still a good day, right?
Yeah.
It's how do you want your win-loss ratio to look? That's all. You missed it again. So you didn't.
Again?
Sorry, I'm talking to Timsy. Are you?
Oh.
Did you get in on? You didn't get in on your first 34 EMA touch. Let's stick it on here. Let's have a look. Moving simple. No, not simple moving average. Sorry, it's purple. Let's get rid of it. EMA. Well, I'll make it purple. All right, make it bright purple. Bright purple. And we will put inputs 34 on top of my stuff. There it is. Okay. So it's a lot faster. That's for sure, Timsy. It's a lot faster. Well, I prefer, you know, this is the Anchor VWAP. That's, you know, very accurate in my book. You know, there are people that use EMAs, 34, 55. You know, the 34 is just a Fibonacci number. Yep. 21, 34, 55. So, you know, that's why it was popularized. I mean, when I first started, you know, I had my gurus preaching that. Yeah. You know, they put on a 21 EMA, 34 EMA, 55 EMA. That's what they preached. But I saw that it didn't fit well with me, so I didn't use it. This is what I use. Anyway, that was actually a good move there, man. And I'm, again, you know, maybe I'm just talking too much because I've missed a good opportunity as well. where I did say earlier that I was going to do it, was, you know, sell up here at this Lorentz retest. Anybody take the Lorentz retest here? It didn't quite touch it, but it is still there.
Anchored.
You've been a dick for a tick. Might have stopped out. Did you get stopped out, Ernie? Oh, you'll most likely get stopped out. But you went short. Oh no, you went long, that's right, at 80. Yeah, so just watch out. You're coming up here. I mean, Ernie, look at this, man. If we take a Fibonacci of this whole move, right, you're up there at the 382 as well. So look at this cluster of resistance in there. So, and you know, this is pretty aggressive to the downside. So you've gone long. So if you get a BE on this, then that will be fine. What's your stop on it? No, it came in at 80. So you're down 6. Yeah. I'm just trying to stop myself from telling people what to do, right? Because I don't want to do that. But I think, Pete, are you still in it, Pete?
No, I'm out.
What did you get out of it?
Why?
What did you get? How many points?
What? One second, I'm just doing the maths. 24.
Okay, good. Great. Good job. So
nice one, Pete.
Yeah, good one, buddy. You got it moved and it came back, and then it came back again and got you 24, which is good. Perfect. 24 points.
But yeah, again, like you're saying, if I'm looking for this thing to run out of 600,
well, yeah. Well, you know, that's right. Your win-loss ratio goes down, really plummets if you're looking for, you know, if you've entered back up in here and you're looking for, you know, the 786 of this BC leg in here, then that's reasonable. If you're looking for 600, which is 100 points, it can happen. Absolutely, it can happen. It probably will. But especially guys that start out doing this, a higher win-loss ratio just helps you mentally to keep going, keep doing it. It's a good assistant. I guess, you know, probably what you want is at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Really good spots to enter so that you can have these small 30, you know, at this point in time, you know, 40 points is okay. I mean, this whole move was 40 points. If we come in right on the VWAP and we go for 40, there's 40 right to the dot. Okay, so that's still a decent move.
VWAP starting to move down, back down to some resistance.
What are you talking about, mate? VWAP at resistance? You're talking about daily VWAP or anchored?
And just the daily, not the anchored. Coming down now where that resistance level is correct.
As in like the SR?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
right there.
Yeah, it's below it. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
It looks good.
You might not have been in the room.
Exactly what you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I heard you. I did hear what you said. Yeah.
Okay.
100%, mate.
You can probably consider that second touch 50 because the first pullback's already happened. Okay, so that's not first touch 50. That tried to be. So, because there's your pullback, and then it's moved. This has made a higher low, right? So, I'm not sure, confident with shorts continuing. If this had made a lower low in here, move through, and then back up to here, and then kept going, then we'd be on for 600. But because this has made a higher low, this low here is higher than that one, then we're probably going to come back up for daily VWAP. So everybody follow me? That's second touch anchored. Yep, heading back up to the daily VWAP now. Out of your long, you're good. You held onto it, mate. Looking to short. Yep. Okay. What was your? How many points you got out of your long, man? Good job. You held that 80 mark for a long time there, didn't you? You came in at 80 over here. So what was that? That was 21 to 44, so that was 20 minutes. Okay, so right on the VWAP there, we've got a 618, we've got an SR. Longest time you've held something? Well, it's not bad. Clear reaction right there. Let's see whether we can get something out of that.
Are you short on it?
I'm short on it, yep.
Yeah.
Just looking for another little scalp.
Mm.
The regression line looks like it wants to turn over as well. So where are we? Here. Looking for a little scalp. Another 14 out of it. I'm going for scalps today, I guess. If it comes back down into here, I'll be looking for a limit. I'll put a limit buy in there as well once the target's reached, if it reaches it. Possibly going to get stopped on it. Just so right that second. Yep. I came in earlier than that. Possibly just a reversal. Might have to stop too tight on this guy. Let's see. Struggling to turn over. It wants to turn over, doesn't it? Might be just coming in a bit too tight on it. That 618, should be the call, shouldn't it? Back down to this anchor VWAP again. Seems reasonable. Here's SR in here. Yeah, right. So I just took that.
You got it?
Yep. Not as much though. So what did I get? Yeah, nine out of that. Just tiny scalps, mate. Tiny.
Well, that's 30 points now for you today.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's, what's that? 10, 20, 29 points. It's kind of where I like to be. But it was good convergence in there. You got SR, you've got kind of VWAP, ran a little bit past it, and then you've got the 618, and you've also got, where it really went to was this, what's that, 200 period moving average on the 1 minute chart. And I had a buy limit that's just below here and it has not been picked up. Yeah, bugger. Oh God, I missed it by literally. Oh God, look how close it was. Be like a quarter of a point. I've missed the long. So yeah, there's your convergence point in there. Anyway, I'm going to cancel this long because I'm going to exit and I will see you all here tomorrow. Did everybody learn something today? Don't all speak at once.
Always.
Beautiful.
I'm going to write down about following day not always being the same. So
You're okay. So
the previous day.
You're writing stuff down. Good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good. Okay, guys. Hopefully you've all learned something from what I've spoken about. I've recorded this one, so I'll go and process it and stick it up on our video training if you want to re-watch it. Okay. Remember that video as well that I was talking about. This one. Let me just go to it. Here in video training. Oh no, I put it up here in psychology here. This one. 4 things it takes to be an expert. All right. Have a good watch of that. It's really good. He's 100% correct. And he sings hymns from all the books that I've read as well. So it's quite good. Okay, guys, I'll leave it there. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm still trading though, so I'll still be on. Okay. See ya. Yep. What?
Should I call you after quickly? Just to
Yes.
say what I...
Yep. You just stay. You just stay in the room. I'll. Everybody else, can you
Yes.
disconnect, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.